We've left Challenger Harbour and are on our way up into Fremantle Port via the South Mole. It's all clear out here, there's no other boats, no wash, so it's the right time to start work on lowering the mast. Autopilot now on. Line side stays are now tensioned using the spinnaker line through to that halyard winch. The lowering tackle is now set up. It's all on the winch. I've got to go forward to take out the pins, the pin, and then come back and actually begin lowering the mast. Okay, one last adjustment to the course, and then we start lowering the mast down. See it's starting to come down now. Edging down, it's a bit stiff. It doesn't come straight down now, so I have to give it a bit of a pull on the backstay, which is what that's doing. A bit of a tenuous job. But once she starts to roll, she'll come down quite quickly. And as she's coming now, you can see I'll have to step forward and make sure I've got a good handle on that winch. I don't want to lose it at any point in this. Yeah, down she comes, down she comes. So it's its own weight which is bringing it down. I'm checking the tension on the side stays. They tighten up as she comes down, and you've got to loosen her a little bit. Continue to lower it down. Down she comes. Quick look around, make sure nobody's around, and everything's fine. You can see how calm it is. The wind's blowing at about 8-9 knots, and it's a northeaster, I think it was. One of the difficult parts that I've got with this is that the backstay is now trailing into the water. You'll notice I put one more turn onto that winch, because at this point there's a lot of stress on the whole thing as she comes down. I'm also standing just out from the mast in case something breaks and drops. She's almost there now, and into the crutch. Take some weight on it. Yep, yeah, so that's in there. Now I tighten that off and just set her up a little bit, get ready for to tie them down completely so that it doesn't move at all. So you'll see I'll put a strap over the top and then put it onto a block and tackle to pull it down. So whatever happens, the mast isn't going to go anywhere, even if we run into a significant wash. At least that's the theory. It's not. This lock and tackle arrangement I'm pulling down on is actually the Cunningham, so it's a multi-purpose device here, but it suits it very well for what I'm doing here. Right, we're going past the pilot stations. They all seem to be out at the minute. There's a big freighter in there, if that's what you call a boat like that. And we're approaching the first of 3 bridges. There's an upside and a downside, so or entrance. And I'm in the right lane. There's nobody else in the back at the minute. I think it's the traffic bridge first and then the rail bridge, or is it the other way around? Anyway, there's not a lot of room, but there's enough, as you can see. We're right down. You need 7.2 meters clearance off the waterline. We're at low tide, so it's not too difficult. That must be the rail bridge, and then it must be the road bridge is next on there. Not that I can see any traffic on it. This is the narrowest one to get through. And once we're here, we've got a fair. Once we're through this one, there's a fair gap through to the next bridge, which is slightly higher, about 7 meters. Or 7.5 meters. The other thing that goes on here is that there's a ferry terminal just in here, but we're very early in the morning, so we shouldn't have any problems with ferries. Well, I've just noticed a motor boat has gone through, and we turned into the wash. But that handles well, so no real problems, and off we go. Okay, approaching the Stirling Bridge. You see the traffic on top. You can see it or not, but just past it on the right-hand side, there's a little red mooring, and that's a courtesy mooring where I can pull in for 4 hours if I need to. But it's a place where I can just hold up and get the mast raised and secure in reasonable comfort in there. So as we come through here, checking around, making sure we're not hitting anything, and then we come right round and pick up this mooring. Just about see as we do it. I'll go forward and grab hold. Okay, we're secure on the mooring, and now taking off all the lashings and tackle that was holding the mast into the crutch. and or the A-frame, which way you want to look at it. And I'll just sort everything out and get ready then to raise the mast. It's all clear. I'm just going to get that strap. It's actually a it's a strap for holding you onto the boat. I'll come round now and it's all clear. Looks it. I'll start bringing the mast up. Only takes a couple of minutes. Just got to take it off here. I've got to move the line. So it's on a jam cleat now. I've got to move the line off that self-turning winch onto the electric winch at the back. And then holding it on, bring that round, tension it up. Yeah, 3 turns around there. Okay. Back onto the self-tailer. Undo that jam cleat, and I'm all set, I think, now. Start coming up, quick look round, and then up she comes. On with the foot switch. Wasn't turning right, something's not quite right. Another turn round that electric winch. Do the jam cleat again. See how this goes. Up she comes. Yep, up she comes. A lot of strain on the rig at this point. Notice I am right underneath it, which isn't an ideal spot, but that's where it is. Okay, she's all up now. I've just got to tie her off and move everything back onto the self-tailer so I can bring the mast right down against the backstay. Tension it all right down so I can get the pin in the forestay. That's what all this is about at the minute. Shouldn't be a major issue. Well, it wasn't. Here we go. We bring it up to the markers. There's the markers on the block and tackle rope. And I'm just making sure that it's all clear off here. There's something actually caught just there, so I've got to get up and clear it. So next time I have to work out how to make sure that never happens again. Always something to stand on. Pull, there she is. Should be clear now. Okay. The backstay fittings are all okay. Wind her back on to the right point. Check it. Nearly there. Must be there. Walk forward. A bit more. Go forward and fit the pins. Much to my surprise, you see him coming, the canoe. Says hello and carries on. I come back. the signal to nobody in particular that the pin is now in, and we're all set. Okay, bit of a tidy up now, and then I can get going. Sort everything else out and get off the mooring and start heading up the river. The general idea. And back to the pen, which would take me another, once I'm off here, it'll take me another hour to motor back up to Royal Perth at Crawley. About now I'll be thinking about a beer, but it's 6 o'clock in the morning, so maybe not.